guys, Dave White from Whitey's Wicked Workshop. This video is going to be all about paint. Paint. One thing about this is I didn't know too much about it. I go into Lowe's and I'm like, hi, where's your latex paint? She's like, it's all latex, sir. And I'm like, what? Then I'm like, I'm total noob when it comes to paint. I didn't know. Well, I knew about matte and I knew about gloss. I didn't know it was, what is it? Matte, flat, satin, eggshell, gloss. But this experience, I really learned a lot. So pretty much, you up there, pick a color, and if they ask you, is it gonna be indoor, outdoor, and you could choose how expensive you want. You give them the little thing with the color on it that you chose, and then they will mix up a batch for you, like a gallon or whatever. I think you could get different sizes depending on how much you need. So then I got paint brushes, and paint brushes come in all sorts of sizes and for different kinds of paints, for this and that. I found out that some of them have a mark on there for latex paint, maybe they'll clean better. You buy the cheap ones in there, they're pretty much throwaways. I mean, I tried to clean them after that, but they're pretty much junk after you use them once, and they get all fuzzy and crappy. I was using the same paint for my critter gun. I think I showed you in one video. Way easier if you can. Like, since I had the walls up, I wasn't gonna come out here with a spray gun and spray them. And plus, it would probably run. So I just used the paintbrush for all the corners, as you see in the video, and the floor, and where it comes up close against something that might be different color. I just used the roller, and you kind of play around with the roller tray. You could put as much in as you want. Don't get too crazy. I guess you're supposed to put it in the paint and then kind of run it up and down to get a lot of the excess off. And then start to paint. Just be careful. Try to keep your pan close to you, because you could really make a mess. This concrete I don't really care too much about, but if you have a rug or something down, you could destroy it if you're not careful. Put plastic down. If you have something that you're not supposed to be painting, put blue tape up, that mask off tape, so you don't paint over the stuff. You're not gonna learn until you do it. And ask questions. You ever hear that in school? There's no such thing as a stupid question. Even if you're that dumb kid in the back of the class, he always does ask the stupid questions. It's not really a stupid question, because if you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. It's not about dumb or smart. If you don't know, you don't know. You gotta raise your hand, ask a question, and then you'll know the answer pretty much forever. But you learn, and you especially learn from failure. So just do. Don't be scared. Do it. I was scared to do all this stuff, and now I'm going to town, and I love it. I used to do everything inside the computer world, but yeah, it's just so nice to work with your hands. Alright guys, I babbled on long enough. This is supposed to be an intro video. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Let's start the video. Hi guys, this is going to be a pretty boring video unless you like guys going very fast in a video and painting stuff. So yeah, I did have to cut out some of this stuff because my big gut was hanging out. So I had this primer, this white stuff. I did the door with it. Well, I figure since it's the same wood as the door, I would primer everything with that before I painted over it, since it worked pretty well. And the more coats of paint, I mean, I'm not a professional, but the more coats of paint you do, it really gives it a good look, and you don't see the wood coming through. I tried to cut out most of the boring parts and give you like a, hey, you could actually see the paint going onto the wall. And all the other stuff on the other side of there, it's not even completed anyway, so
We're not even going there until a cantina built. So I want to get this theater done. So that way I'm ready for the Mandalorian when the next season comes out. So I don't know if you guys noticed in the last video of the arches, me building the arches, that I kind of had them square, like 2 little holes and squares, and I'm like, man, this is ugly. So that's why you see me take the archway, like the little angles off, and I took them out, and then I'm like, this don't look right either, so I had to make it kind of, see me cutting those angles to go up there to meet it. I might eventually cut out the top part also to give it more of a better look, but for now the hose is kind of... Oh, here, we got to talk about this part. On one of the videos a couple ago, I think I said where, yeah, this part I knew that I half-assed it because I was trying to get done. Well, I said that it would drive me crazy and I would eventually come back to it. Well, here we go. You just seen it. So that makes me happy. And right there, I was just trying to get the brad nails in there for a better hold onto the, so it wasn't bulging or anything. So I ended up painting that whole area. It was supposed to be just the outsides, painting it white, but I don't know. Sometimes you just have to do it. It's too ugly. It's going to be hidden behind the theater, and I still painted it like a goofball. Now this here I painted with a flat black. Came out pretty nice. There was a lot of painting on the inside of those arches that I didn't really show a lot of because all you see is me painting in there and you don't see anything happening. So so there I did a little bit of a guitar. So if you see part of that wall by the door, what's it called? The Star Wars door. That I think I ran out of paint. Had to go get paint. So that's why it's only partially done. But I really like this color that I picked. Even looks better with a lower lighting. Like right now I have those lights up above so I could see, but later on when I have all the LEDs lit up, you know, I forget what I called it. So most of the footage you could see paint going onto the wall, and I kind of like it. It's cool. Fast motion going on it. Ooh, look at that. Fill that baby in. put any footage on here, but I eventually did go in and paint like around the Star Wars doors there because there was wood. You could really see the wood. I painted it that flat black, so you couldn't tell it was wood. So I turned around and just started painting the steps. I don't even know what I'm doing there yet, but hey, I figured it needs primer. I just kind of go with the flow. I mean, I had an overall idea of what I was going to do with the basement, but I kind of just go with it. What I feel at the time. Change my mind with some things. There's a lot of footage that you don't see where it's just me sitting back, looking, staring. I think about things for days before I continue. Sometimes I just think of it and I just go. It's too bad you couldn't use the roller on everything. That would have been done in no time. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do around the Star Wars door and around the space portal window. I think I need some type of trim. See that I painted the whole area white where the space portal sits. The next video will be all about that, putting it together. I used one of those curtains from Amazon, you know, made for outside movies and stuff like that. Worked out pretty good, but I wouldn't do it again. But I'll leave that for the next video. So for the whole theater, I did one coat of primer and 2 coats of the paint. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but it came out pretty good.
All right. Hope you liked the video. Hope you like the way I paint very fast. Like and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you can watch other videos. I promise you, I got better ones coming up. Please. Come back. Paint is it's just paint. But hey, if you're a newbie like me, maybe you will learn something. All right, see you in the next video.